never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation. Hey big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess light walker, here to guide your way. Through the waves of life, we'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Earth Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 14th of October, the Sun in Libra squares Mars in Cancer. Mars is in fall in Cancer. This aspect brings emotional tensions, especially in family or home matters. Expect confrontations with loved ones or hidden adversaries. The fixed star Bellatrix influences this transit, adding intensity and assertiveness to how conflicts are handled. You may feel pulled between maintaining peace and standing up for yourself. In your home life, family disputes could arise, requiring a delicate balance between empathy and firmness. At work, someone may challenge your ideas, forcing you to defend your position. If you've been bottling up frustrations, they may now come to the surface, creating conflicts that you have to address calmly. On the 15th, Venus in Scorpio trines Neptune in Pisces. Venus is exalted in Pisces, but strong in Scorpio. This transit amplifies romance, creativity, leading to deep emotional connections. The fixed star Alphard adds mystery and allure, intensifying interactions with others. If you're single, someone with a spiritual or creative vibe could catch your attention. For those in a relationship, this is a time to deepen emotional bonds through shared experiences. On the 16th, the moon in Aries. The moon in Aries is heightened and impulsive, tending towards emotional reactions. Expect a surge in motivation to tackle personal goals or projects. The fixed star Shade brings unpredictable things that will be urging you to pause before making impulsive decisions. At work, you may want to push forward quickly, but patience is needed to avoid mistakes. In your personal life, you'll feel a strong desire to take control of situations that have been stagnant. You may feel tempted to act on a sudden desire to change something significant in your life, like your job or your living situation. Just make sure you've thought it through thoroughly. On the 17th, Venus in Scorpio sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. Venus gains strength in Scorpio and Pluto in Capricorn focuses on transformation. This transit brings intense emotional experiences, particularly in relationships. You may feel compelled to explore deeper emotional truths or power dynamics with others. The fixed star Nunki highlights spiritual wisdom, encouraging long-term commitments. Professionally, this could lead to important conversations about the future of a partnership or a career move. In personal relationships, issues that have been simmering beneath the surface may come up for resolution. If you've been avoiding a difficult conversation with a partner or co-worker, now is the time to address it, as this transit supports transformative change. On the 18th, the moon in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces. The moon is exalted in Taurus, while Saturn provides structure in Pisces. This transit encourages practical thinking and emotional stability. The fixed star Aldebaran adds perseverance, making it easier to stick to long-term goals. At work, you may feel more focused on tasks that require discipline and attention to detail. In your personal life, you may feel grounded and secure, making it a good time to address financial or emotional concerns. If you've been feeling emotionally scattered, this transit, it will help you find stability and structure, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. On the 19th, the moon in Taurus trines Pluto in Capricorn. The moon is exalted in Taurus, and Pluto intensifies emotional transformation in Capricorn. Expect a deep emotional shift, possibly related to security or material possessions. This transit can help you release old habits or attachments that no longer serve you. The fixed star Capella encourages nurturing and protection, making it easier to let go of emotional baggage. If you've been holding on to emotional baggage or financial worries, this transit helps you make transformative decisions for your future stability. On the 20th, the moon in Gemini squares Saturn in Pisces. The moon in Gemini feels restricted by Saturn's influence in Pisces. Communication may feel blocked, leading to misunderstandings or emotional frustration. The fixed star Rigel enhances intellectual prowess, helping you navigate challenges with clear communication. At work, expect delays in projects or a need to review details thoroughly. If you're struggling to communicate your feelings, take a step back and allow time for reflection before having important conversations. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave! Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Before we dive in, let's get the incidentals out of the way, so we know exactly what we're talking about. Earth energies, darling dears. Okay. Let's lower the music a little bit. Oh, you have the energy of a 7, darling dears. So guess what, Earth signs? You're in genius mode. Remember, I told you that. You also got an 8 on top, so it's going from the 7 to the 8 or the 8 to the 7, darling dears. Is it a final countdown? We shall see. We shall see. Okay. We have the energy of the 7, darling dears. You're going to be getting a visit, darling dears. Somebody's coming to see you. Okay. They're going to be giving you some intel that's going to have a profound effect on your life, or you're going to change some kind of direction that you're actually in. Possibly, if it's someone that you didn't want to see, it'd be the direction away from them, blood. At a hot trot. Remember, I told you that. Okay. This is a 4-3. The energy of the 4-3, darling, also speaks of what? Someone being happy in love. The love could be love of self, love of your progeny, or just, you know, happy in a relationship, but you're feeling happier, darling dears. It's about an upswing in your mood. According to the Loshu grid, the energy of the 7 is earth energy, and it's also the westerly direction, darling dears. So maybe you've got intel coming to you from the west, or it's going towards the west. I love it. I don't hate it. The energy of the 7, according to the Loshu grid, is about children, your progenies, creativity, darling dears, tapping into your hidden talents and utilizing. It also is about entertainment. Okay. Your luckiest colors over the next 7 days will be white or pastel colors. Okay. Right. Let's press on. Let's press on. The energy of the 4 tells me that you're going to be doing a lot of communication over the next 7 days. This could be telephone calls, meetings, lots of communication going in and coming out. It also says that a love affair is in the offing for some, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, and we're right near to cuffing season, where what? Every homosexual in the hemisphere is looking to get hooked up, darling dears, for the crimbo season. Yeah. Perish the thoughts, darling dears. We've got the energy of the 3. The 3 is telling you that caution is advisable, because you could be going for a nerve-wracking period, or it could be a nerve-wracking period for other people outside of yourself, darling dears. People that possibly want to what? Quarrel with you, cause discord and discontentment and arguments, full on dummy bats, darling dears. Your life path is about to change direction, and we've already had that highlighted, darling dears. Someone's coming into your life which is going to have a profound effect on your path, darling dears. And as I said, the energy of the 4 is about lovers. You could be going into a new romance, and again, the creativity from the low shoe grid, energy of the 7. Creativity is about romance, it's about drama, darling dears, but it also comes with drama.com. Yeah, romance could represent mistresses. Listen, I don't even want to think about those things. It's going to itch my hairline, blood. I've only just got it back, darling dears. Good golly and the gosh. Right, the energy of the 6 tells me that there's some kind of medical visits that you're going to have to be doing over the next 7 days, whether it's for you or your progeny, because progeny is definitely highlighted in this. Medical visits, going to the doctors, dentist, whatever it is. But it's also a reminder for you to what? Put your health first. If you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing, blood. Nothing. Remember I told you that. We have the energy of the 2 telling me this week is going to be an extremely fortunate week for you, darling dears. You're going to be getting gifts, compliments, people being in the right place at the right time. If you've got any travel highlighted for business or just for pleasure, darling dears, all forms of travel will go exceedingly well for you over the next 7 days. Yeah, it's about, and some of you are about to energy of the 2, broaden your horizons, darling dears. Maybe you're getting into yoga, I don't know, reading books, going out into nature, darling dears, learning to meditate. You're doing all of the above. I love it. I don't hate it. According to the runestones, darling dears, the energy of the 7 is what? The 48 laws of power. The energy of the 7 is what's it? Come on, Case, think. Let others do the work and take the credit, darling dears. And how do you do that? If you're outsourcing, because you outsource your work and you get the work back and you put it out in your name. No other reason should be you taking the credit for someone else's work. That is what? Nasty work, darling dears. And there's karma afoot. Remember I told you that. According to the runestones, the energy of the 7 is representative of Gebel. This is the lovers in tarot, darling dears. So again, a gift is about to be presented to you, darling dears. The energy of the lovers is also speaking about your personal relationships. Someone's definitely, or you're going to meet someone that takes your fancy, darling dears, and not in a kidnapping kind of a way. The energy of the 6, darling dears, it also tells me, because the 6 comes with timing, the lover's energy. The timing for this is the 21st of May until the 20th of June. So maybe this new relationship, this new partnership that's coming towards you, it's going to take time to unfold, right? Because we've got rules and regulations, baby. What do you mean, bestie? Did you forgot? I didn't forgot. I never forgot. Rules and regulations, right? Anybody that wants to rush you into what? Hobosexualville, that's Hobo, darling dears. You better fight with your everything, darling dears. Remember, it can take one man or one woman to take you down. Remember, I told you that. Got to be very careful with whom you give your heart to. Your heart, as they say, guard your heart, for from your heart springs the well of life, darling dears. And there's a lot of people that try to take the life out of you. This is why you remember Proverbs 26:11. What's that? As a fool returns to folly, on your dog returns to vomit. And we are big cat. We don't eat vomit. No. The energy of the 7, darling dears, according to the major arcana, is the Chariot. So it tells me that you are determined. It tells me that you're being spiritually guided at this moment in time. So pay attention to your intuition and your dreams. But you found a new direction, or you're finding your feet in this new direction, darling dears. Okay. This is also a reminder not to rush any form of decision that's coming towards you. Take your time, darling dears, especially if it's a major decision. Don't make the decision until after the next new moon. I normally tell you when that is. Well, I'm not going to tell you, blood, because I want you to. I want you to really get into the astrology of it all, darling dears, because you have to know what's going on all of the time. All right, I've caved in. The next new moon. The next new moon is on the 1st of November in Scorpio. Okay? Good. Okay, and Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio could speak about romance, dating, joint finances, money coming towards you. But then again, I told you there's a lot of trickery afoot, darling dears, at this moment in time. Okay. Do we press on? Do we press on? All right. Let's get the Oracle ancestral message. Who do we go to? I just heard the Jones Girls. Who do I run to when I need love? Yeah. And the elastic band broke. So some kind of cycle has ended. A cycle of wickedness is over. Hurrah! Hurrah! It's a good shufti. Find out what's going on for you, darling dears. Oh, that's a lot that we're picking up. Come on. One at a time, please. They're jumping, but nothing's... Oh. Do we take all of them? No, I'm not going to take them. I'm not going to take them. There's too many cards. Good golly and the gosh. You have fire as well as the water energy, darling dears. So this is about passion, darling dears. This is about you being inspired at this moment in time. I love it. I don't hate it. For some, this is an opportunity for fertility. If you are of childbearing age, even if you're not, blood, you can get a baby if you want it, darling dears. They've got so many means to get a baby. Surrogacy, artificial insemination, all of the above. This speaks about a new romance or relationship coming into your life, darling dears, but it also is a reminder to drink of this cup of love first, darling dears. Take care of yourself, but definitely passion with the fire energy, water and fire energy, passion and fulfillment. So you're going to be feeling fulfilled, darling dears. Yeah. Because when we see the Ace of Cups, darling dears, it says some kind of emotional fulfillment is on its way to you. Remember, I told you that. It's going to be offering you new beginnings in love, feeling more fulfilled within yourself. This is going to be a time of spiritual growth, but as well as emotional opening. This is the Ace of Cups in the upright, I might add. So this is your chance to what? Embrace the joy that's coming towards you. Remember, I told you that. And that's how you manifest. You act like you already had it. You have to, right? The fire energy. Lean in, bestie. Lean in the upright, I might add. It speaks about for some, this speaks about somebody's absent father or mother, somebody who abused their power around you. One's energy in the upright. It's telling me that you fell down 7 times, but you got up 8, darling dears. So you've overcome some kind of situation. You're focused on your work. You're focused on these new beginnings. And it also tells me that you've been utilizing your creative energies, darling dears. But you have to remember that this is the time for action, darling dears. A new beginning from both cards is coming towards you, darling dears. I love it. I don't hate it. Lots of opportunities and forward movement over the next 7 days. Yeah, love it. With 2 aces, darling dears, on the tableau. It speaks about what? A marriage. When we see the wands as well as the cups energy, a marriage, darling dears. It could be a marriage of convenience. No, I'm lying. It's a marriage of 2 people together, or it could even be a business agreement, darling dears. But things are looking up for you over the next 7 days. Okay. Right.
let's unpack this one now and see what these dummy bats are on. Why are they calling your name again? Good golly and the gosh. You're not tired of it. I'm going to go with the pink cards. Hello, can you see me? Okay. Okay, it's still whole. Okay, keeping your circles tight and right, darling dears. What's this? Benefits, right? Reputation, network, sex, money. Listen. Whomever's coming towards you, darling dears, they've got all of these benefits. They come with their own shiznai, darling dears. They're able to build for themselves. It speaks about the spiritual quarantine that you've been in for some time, darling dears. But that was so you could get better. You had to undummy bat yourself, darling dears. And remember, no free rides for the hobosexuals, darling dears. No free lunches. Free lunches are despised. I love it. I definitely don't hate it. Yeah. Yes, bestie. No free lunches. Law number 40 of the 48 laws of power. Despise it, darling dears. Despise it. Yeah, you have to be in spiritual quarantine, but somebody that's coming towards you has their own things. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. No, you haven't, darling dears. Yeah, you'd rather do what than go back to the past or anything from the past. You'd sit down and count a 5-pound bag of rice, 1 grain at a time, darling dears. And you're not allowed to use a calculator or write the figure down. So if you miss a step, you've got to go back to the beginning, darling dear. 5-pound bag of rice will sort out your cranium. This deck is closed. Let's see about the other one. Oh, we have something here. Current situation is not your final destination, darling dears. Remember I told you that. Somebody needed to hear this. All of the messages or messages. Okay. Oh, 2 came off, 1 behind it. You just want access to my limitless... Listen. Who is this? This marauder? Good golly and the gosh. You better create a what? Bermuda Triangle around you, darling dears. A Bermuda Triangle. The energy of the 7, darling dears. You could be a life path 7. Or the number 7, 16, or 25 will be in your hemisphere over the next 7 days. Okay. The number 7 rules the letters G, P, and Y. It also rules the Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces and the letters O and Z. The number 7 rules the South. No, darling dears. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. So it's about past life experience or experiences that you had in your early development, your early experiences, darling dears. We already saw that the elastic band broke from the first pack that I took out, darling dears. So you've broken some kind of cycle. Okay. And then we saw the circle. It was whole and complete after that, darling dears. So yeah, you're keeping your circle small, but the smaller it is, you can see the bull swanky, darling dears. Listen, and if they're showing you bull swanky, another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Yeah, all of this and that. Right, and free what? No free lunch. Somebody would like to come back, darling dears. But your current situation is not your final destination, darling dears. Divine has so much more to show you. Let's get a deck and dive even further. Base of your deck, darling dears. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone that's been left out in the cold. It's a cold, cold world out there, darling dears. A cold, cold world. And they probably deserved it, darling dears. They did. They did. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. The 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy and Mercury energy, darling dears. So you're focused on your mind and your money. This also speaks about being in this situation. It created a lot of bad health for you. There was a lot of financial loss. You felt alone in this situation, whether it was a friendship, a marriage, long partnership, darling dears. Yeah, there was a lot of arguments. Well, whatever arguments was going on, darling dears, your feelings have 100% expired, as we saw by the elastic band that broke. Love it. Don't hate it. Let's give it a good shufti. See what else is on the cards for you. jumped right out. Knight of Wands, darling dears. It speaks about a message coming towards you. Okay? Yeah, a message. This could also represent a dick dealer or a mattress back, darling dears. Someone who you had to walk away from. Why? It was filled with trauma and drama, darling dears. Bad news, darling dears. This is also the new moon. The new moon that you're going to have to make. Is it the new moon? Or am I fooling myself? No, this is a full moon. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, darling dears. We have a full moon coming up on the 17th. A full moon solar eclipse in Aries. Yeah, the one that came, because we had one in April and now it's October. I was counting silently in my mind. Yeah, face on the deck. I'm not doing it anymore. Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, and good luck is on your side, darling dears. It also speaks about travel. This is the wheel going round and round. The Wheel of Fortune also speaks about, as I said, you are going through something that was fated, something that you definitely had to go through in order to overcome it. This is like you was tested, darling dears. The fire energy, moving away from what once was, darling dears. Somebody's still looking back in the past, looking back to how possibly you was when you was with them. Listen, if somebody's looking back in the past and it was a love relationship, it could have been a love relationship that was the type of love that you never want to love like that again, darling dears. You know the hairline taking stuff? Yes. Had you looking like a full-on reverse friar tuck up in them streets, blood. Yeah, Hierophant energy again. This is the second house, so money is definitely coming towards you, darling dears. Wheel of Fortune could say you're going to get an inheritance, or you might win something on the lotto, darling dears. This is an extremely fortunate period for you. Oh, I love it. I don't hate it. You've moved on from a situation, right? And it wasn't easy because we've got the root chakra on it, darling dears. It was something that you thought was going to be a long foundation. It could also speak about the leaving of a job, darling dears. Hierophant energy. You're going into some kind of teaching role, or you're actually teaching, darling dears. It speaks about you being extremely traditional. Yeah, if you've got a partner, you don't want your partner cheating on you and playing in your face. If it's a friendship, you don't want no heinous gossip, darling dears, who only remembers your past mistake. Well, let them talk about it. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Remember what I said, bestie. Remember these words very carefully. You must learn how to say, fuck this, fuck that, and fuck you. Fist bump. Okay, but you're definitely moving on from a situation. Hierophant energy could also represent a marriage or a long-term situation coming into play. Somebody going into higher education, further training, darling dears. But the Hierophant also shows that you've reached a level of spiritual wisdom, darling dears. Because the Hermit himself can also speak about boundaries. What's underneath the Knight of Wands? Look, the Ace of Cups twice, darling dears. The duality of it all. And it's water energy, darling dears. Cancer. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speak the truth. Roof. Pinky's up. Cancer energy. This is definitely energy coming towards you, darling dears. It could be past energy, but it could also be new energy. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Good golly and the gosh. You've got a hater in your midst, darling dears. This could be somebody's mother or your mother figure, or someone who is like a was it a mother fooder, a fooder mother? Yeah, you know, someone who's a male, but they might as well go and get themselves a garden fence, darling dears, and a cup of tea. The way they talk about people. It's also telling me that you're moving away from some kind of wound that was gifted to you by your mother energy, darling dears. Yeah, this person never showed you any true love, darling dears. And it was always fickle. But everybody was being selected but you. Remember I told you that. Definitely getting over this energy. Base of the deck. Yeah. There was nothing but wickedness in there. Hierophant energy. This is a mother or parent that never wished you well, darling dears. Secretly didn't like you. But you've been given the Nine of Cups and the Lovers. Definitely that contract is over. This contract with a mother energy or a mother-like energy could be a sibling, a friendship, whatever, darling dears. This person is a heinous gossip. They're jealous of what you've got going on. And financially, they are strapped and trapped. Remember, I told you that. Empress in the reverse is Earth as well as Venus energy. So they're having some kind of health issue at this moment in time. The good, the golly, and the gosh. Yeah. You are definitely ending a contract with this person, darling dears. You won't be going back there. Nine of Pentacles. Not for all the tea in China. Hey! Or the Ukraine. Yeah. All of this and that. Did I finish telling you about the sevens? Yeah, it's ruled by Neptune. Okay. And Neptune is about illusions. And Neptune rules the 12th house. So it's about you letting go of some kind of habit, something from the past, some kind of pattern that you used to follow, darling dears. Again, it speaks about some karmic debt that's being satisfied at this moment in time. Somebody's also trying to give up some form of escapism, whether it's alcohol, drugs, I don't know, smoking, food, whatever. Somebody's giving up an addiction and it's going to work out for you. Look, lovers in the upright, darling dears. This is a new contract you're making. Love it. Don't hate it. Yeah, somebody definitely would like to come back and make friends with you. But these are shepherds of the devil, darling dears, on what you've already walked away from this situation, right? Four of Cups, and you've healed. Yeah. Or you understand how you was playing back into that situation, darling dears. There was nothing there to miss. These people are going through something, darling dears. Going through something. And you have what? The 10 of Pentacles. New opportunities being aligned. Your money look good over the next 7 days. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Creating some kind of new foundation for yourself. 10 of Pentacles in the upright also speaks into your loyalty, darling dears. Some of you may even realize that you are definitely going to be a beneficiary of some kind of a will, some kind of inheritance over the next 7 days. Okay? Beneficiary could represent, I don't know, retirement or a payout from your job, but something significant is coming towards you. Love it. I don't hate it. Can you stand any more Skrilla.com? Listen, I've always got room for Skrilla. You see, whenever money is nervous, darling dears, money will always find me in a crowd. Why? Because I don't just keep it to myself, darling dears. No, I've learned to diversify and invest it. Yes, money feels safe with me. Putting it back out there into the universe. Tell me something more about the Wheel of Fortune. Did I finish telling you about the 10 of Pentacles? It speaks about, because the 10 of Pentacles could also represent meeting a rich partner. Didn't I just finish telling you that? Look, baby, look at this. I just finished it. Benefits, darling dears. They've got a reputation, so something to lose. Okay, rather than being with those losers that have nothing to lose. And guess who they hate the most? You. This person's coming in with benefits. They've got their own home, their own vehicle, their own money. Yes, a new network is going to be opening up for you. The 10 of Pentacles could also represent somebody coming in. If it's not as a lover, darling dears, this person is coming in as a benefactor, somebody to help you, somebody who holds the same traditional values. Wheel of Fortune also reminds me of what? The astrological wheel, darling dears. I know it doesn't look like it, but it looks like it now. Just pretend with me. But this is a fated new beginning that you're going towards. So you've overcome something, darling dears. You've realized that no free lunches. Yeah, you don't want them around you. Ain't nobody got time for that. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Your money's looking good. This is you moving forward, but it's moving forward with strength. Somebody did something in the dark. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, dear. Yeah, somebody feels like a full-on dummy bat. Who's possibly found their levels. This person was a fool, an idiot. Yes. Someone that took risks in your life. This in the upright represents somebody that you're engaged to. It could also represent a long-term situation. Somebody feels like a fool as far as you're concerned, big cat. Because whatever you've been doing to get over whatever this heartbreak was, this disappointment, you've been blessed the whole way. And that ending was most definitely fated. Remember, I told you that. Right. I think this is going to be a week for the books, darling dears. You've got the Ace of Cups twice, right? The Ace of Wands and the King of the Ace of Pentacles, and now you have the King of Cups. This is who you're going to meet, darling dears. If this is a lover, oh my God. This is somebody that will adore you, darling dears. And the King of Cups is already set. They've got their own things. Can we go back to the benefits? Them of it. King of Cups in the upright. This is somebody, if they're not an old soul, this is someone over the age of 35, darling dears. This is not somebody coming to cause any problems or issues in life. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Being calm around them, darling dears. Being calm. This is somebody that is going to intellectually stimulate you. Someone that you can actually bounce things off. What's this? Block game for the gods, darling dears. Whoever you left out there, leave them out there, blood. Invite them in. It's like inviting a vampire, a Nosferatu into your house. Your block game is for the gods, darling dears. You're going towards money, darling dears. A new job, a new opportunity, starting your entrepreneurial business. It could be something that you're doing online, darling dears. The Ace of Pentacles covers everything. It also covers all material aspects of your life, your career, your finances, business, and your possessions. Split the deck, darling dears. Look. Can you stand any more Skrilla? Baby. Hey, when God is giving you, darling dears, you say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the biggest Pentacali, because you'll be off to spend it one way or another. Let's get a final card. Oh, that jumped over and it changed into a 4, darling dears. Somebody's definitely going into a love relationship. Remember, I told you that. Okay. Let's get a final card. And then we're out of here. To get great. I'm going to go with Kipper because you love the Kipper so much. Final card. Final card. Baby. Look. A major change, and it's on the energy of a 9, darling dears. 9 speaks about completion. It speaks about things ending, but you're attaining something. Remember, I told you that. And as I said, this was fated. Whatever you went through and had to overcome, it was fated. The 9 means that you're at the end, so you're going to begin again at the 1. New beginnings, new energy, sowing those seeds, tapping into your potential, and stepping towards the opportunities that are coming towards you. This is also a traveling card. Baby, if they're going to call you anything, call you the Empress or Emperor of everything. You are that girl or that garçon over the next 7 weeks, the baddest of them all. Let them throw their stones. Who is this? Hold on a second. I'm back. Yes, baby. If you are male or female, the winds of change are here, darling dears. Somebody may even be buying a car. We saw the Chariot energy that represents status, being higher than everyone else. But it's a new beginning for you, darling dears. Dare I take another card? Dare I? Look what's on the base of the deck. Can you stand anymore? Baby, and it's on an 11. A master number, darling dears. This is telling me that you are a visionary. Yes, you was the wounded healer, darling dears, but you've got... No! You're getting a gift from the Most High. Let them talk what they want to talk about, darling dears. Because trust and believe, they would love to know what's going on in your wallet. Remember I told you that. Look. Change and a journey. Love it. On that note, I drops me mic. Oh yes, I wanted to tell you as well, bestie. If you're ready to dive deeper into your cosmic blueprint, I'm offering a bi-wheel chart reading, right? This goes beyond just the surface, darling dears. I can read up on the past, what brought you to a situation, how you got into that, or we can do predictive astrology into the future. And in the past and in the future, I can give you exact dates of when things went down. Okay, so if you're interested in getting a chart from me, hit me up in the Gmail at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these astrological streets. Cat, 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 cat.